Привет, my friends! I am on the test server. I decided to go on, was it yesterday or today? And take a look at the one tank I really wanted to drive. This is the Tier 7 M41 Walker Bulldog. I chose to put on the non-auto firing auto-loading gun. Looks pretty good in HD. Maybe not the best rendering in the engine. It looks better in the garage than it does look in the actual game engine here, but not bad. So, speed goes pretty fast. The one thing I did find is once it's going about 70, 60, 70 kilometers an hour, it doesn't like to turn 90 degrees very fast. It doesn't turn like the Chaffee can turn. I don't know, maybe the Chaffee's just like 20 kilometers an hour slower, but I got to here and then I was like, okay, I'm going fast. I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. And I was like, oh, hard right, hard right. Oh, boom. So, definitely doesn't turn too great when you're hauling ass and you're going downhill and not paying attention where you're going. So, what I've done is I've taken this gun because I don't really like autoloaders too much. So, the things that I like about this gun is it shoots a little bit faster and it aims a little bit better. So, I've got shots at the SCM, and it's one of the tanks I can pen quite easily. So, I'm going to take some shots at him. My ping is not great at the moment. It's like 230 something, and there's a lot of server lag. So, don't expect me to be playing amazing or anything, but the tank has pretty good gun depression. I think that shot also went in. And it seems to be pretty stealthy. I have no idea if I'm getting spotted at this point. I have my Chaffee crew in here, so they're pretty decent. And I haven't seen 6th Sense bounce up. So I don't think I've been spotted yet. And I'm just going to keep shooting. So when you're using the autoloader, the main difference is the autoloader shoots every 2 seconds. This thing shoots every 3 and a little bit. And you don't have a 32-second reload after you're done shooting 10 shots. So I was shooting at this IS-6. And I decided to switch over to heat rounds, and it was a little bit tough going trying to pen this guy. I only got 210 on the heat prem rounds, but that one did go in. Another one into the FCM. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have shot heat rounds at that, but got a heat round into him. And now I'm not even sure if I got spotted there, but I'm going to back up and get out of there. And it's at this point where I saw that the LTTB, the Tier 7 new Soviet light tank, shows up. So I am going to get over the ridge here, and using the better aim time, I'm going to pre-aim this guy. Well, I'm not going to pre-aim at all. I actually just hit him on the go on the tracks. I actually stopped, but I guess I hit him with that one when I stopped. And then I just thought he might be going that way. And kind of thought something else might spot him at that point, but our heavy that was back there, the KB5, I guess his view range was too crap. So I know that other light tank is fast, and I'm just going to haul ass. Like, look at how fast this thing's going. I'm doing 76. I think it's the fastest I've ever gone in World of Tanks. And I know where he's going. He's trying to get down to the bottom corner to kill our artillery. And I don't care really if our artillery dies because it's artillery. But at the end of the day, you know, you kind of want to hunt down and anti-scout the other scout. So that's what I was trying to do. So I'm chucking along, and sure enough, he does kill him. I probably should have started driving a couple seconds earlier, but what are you going to do? So I put a nice shot at him on the move. He's burning, clip him a bit, and for the most part, I think this tank's pretty solid. I'm going to try it with the auto-loading gun, but I think I'm probably going to end up like playing it with this single shotgun. I'm just a single shotgun kind of player, kind of person. I'd rather not have to run away for a long time to reload my clip. And one of the things that I really enjoy about the test server for the 4 games I played on it, no one tried to key and kill me. I even said hello to the Russians in the general chat, and no one said, "Fuck you, American slime! I hate you, you are a piece of shit!" So that was nice. I was really appreciative of that. Because, yeah, you can't think that all Russians are dicks. It's just like saying that all Americans are dicks or all Canadians love hockey. I know tons of Canadians that hate hockey, they hate Beavers, they hate Maple Leafs. Even some of them even like Toronto Maple Leafs, even after 50 years of never winning the Stanley Cup. So shit happens, right? So I'm still hauling ass. I'm doing 72, and one of the things about this tank that can really be really good for players that like fast tanks like me is the fact that it just hauls ass. Like, it can get you around the battlefield so bloody fast that you don't really ever feel out of position. Like, you can get in and out of spots real quick, and we dominated this game pretty good. I did fairly well for being a Walker Bulldog. Did like 1,200 damage. Ended up killing that one scout and getting a bunch of shots in, as well as scouting out the team. I had coated optics going on this, and a vertical stabilizer and vents. I didn't really find that I needed to shoot any faster or aim any quicker, because it just does that automatically. And I didn't care at this point. And oh no! Let's see if the Walker Bulldog floats. Nope. Walker Bulldog doesn't even doggy paddle. It just goes into the bottom with the fishies. So, the Walker Bulldog. It doesn't float, but it's fast. I didn't get hit. I don't know. Did I get hit? Nope. The only thing I ever did was smash into the FCM at the end. So I didn't take any damage, but that's because no one really shot at me, because I don't think anyone really saw me. So it shoots on the move fairly well. It's accurate to a certain point, like it's 0.38, and so it's not great, but it's about as good as the Chaffee, so I like that part of it. You got 170 pen, 150 damage, which is basically like a T71 or a Black Prince or any number of tanks with 170 pen and 150 damage. But on a light tank, it's not bad because it shoots every 3 seconds instead of every 5 seconds. So that's not so bad. As you can see, it readily can get up to like 72, 75 kph, especially when it's going down hills. And it seems pretty strong. I also took out the T54 light for the Sovietos. And I also took out the RU, the German one. That one didn't end well on Milanovka. I got hit for 900 damage by a T49 because I tried to circle him. And I shot him a few times, but it didn't turn out well for me because no one else came to help me. But, yeah, Walker Bulldog, I think this is going to be one of the tanks I go for. I'll probably end up selling my Chaffee. And one of the plus things is on the third, I don't know what revision they are on the test server, but I think it's the third revision of the test server. If you had a Chaffee like I did, I actually had accumulated 43,000 experience towards the next tank on the Chaffee, so that will go towards unlocking the, was it the T37 or whatever it's called, which is basically the Chaffee at tier 6 when it has the upgraded turret and the better gun, because the Chaffee at tier 5 is really just kind of a whatever tank. I'll probably drive a few times and I'll see whether it sucks or not, but with only 95 pen and me like not wanting to drive tanks that have just shit initial pen and forcing me to spend tons of credits on prem rounds and stuff, which is like the wargaming promise for that tank, I guess. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. I'll probably load in the T54 game right now, and you can see how that one goes. So this is the T54 lightweight. I don't know if they should have called it lightweight. It kind of sounds like that little guy from Punch Out. Was it named Little Mac? That's what it sounds like to me. So I'm just going to call it the T54 small edition. I don't know, something better than lightweight. Lightweight sounds kind of like the division in UFC you don't want to watch. So as you can see, going downhill, looks like you can get up to about 71. That's not bad. 72. Not bad at all. And we'll see if the T54L has the same customary shooting on the move skill as the normal T54. And yes! Yes! The T54 can shoot doing 50 kph and hit exactly what you aim at. That is what this tank does. It is what a Soviet tank can do. What it can't do is pen an STI at 450 meters. You can hit it, it just won't pen it. So the gun on this thing is remarkably close to what you get on the T44, except you have a better turret than the T44, and you're faster, and there really isn't a reason to have a T44 when you could have this tank. So it's at this point where I saw that, oh, okay, there is an RU-251 coming around. And I kind of drove up like a bit of a douche. but I got a shot into him, and there was no one stopping me from doing it, so I didn't die. That's okay. It's good, right? Yes. So, let's see if I can get some shots into this Leopard prototype. Yep. I have a better turret than you, and I'm a light tank, tier 8. I have a feeling I'm going to like this tank, and that I am going to also like the Walker Bulldog a lot. I like the KV2, so I'll probably end up liking the T49 if I ever get it, but I'm less excited about that and more excited about the T49. Or not the T49, the Walker Bulldog. So as you can see, the turret turns quite quick. It reverses at -20. It likes to shoot Germans. I'm pulling back here to see if I can get a shot into this dude. Yes, I can. Now he's dead. There was a lot of T49s around this corner, so it was a lot of lightweight stuff that I could pen pretty damn easy, even with normal rounds, but I decided to pretty much just hoard up, shooting APCR, heat, whatever this gun has. I think it's APCR, because my icon isn't red. So, as you can see, there are 2 of these derpy fellas down there, and I'm trying not to block any of our dudes. And like every good Soviet tank, you really don't need to aim. Even when your gun's damaged, you know you're going to hit. So, just going to wait. Oh, I'm reloaded. And not much to shoot at, but oh gosh. That was a flush shot with 250 pen on the VKB, and now I was like, oh, okay, I'm leaving now. And I didn't get shot, and enough swerving around meant that there I didn't die. So I was happy with that. And I decided I might as well stick around here. We've got a VKB coming our way. We had a Tiger 1, which is obviously the best tank in the game. So I decided to hang out here a little bit, but probably should have... I don't know. Maybe I should have ran away and tried to go kill their artillery or something, but I decided to hold it up with these guys and fight it out till the end. And it is hard to penetrate those VKBs. I really hate those things. Now that they've decided to give it a completely retarded set of armor, like, it's just not fun. And yeah, I know I don't need to shoot prem-rounds at the T49s, but I do it anyway, because I'm a scumbag. And yep, that was another shot bouncing on the lower plate. So it's at this point where I decided, okay, I'm going to try and pull back, and yeah. So that's what a T54 lightweight looks like when it's dead, when it's bending and it's on fire. I actually ended up doing a decent amount of damage that game. It was somewhere around 1400, but it's a test server, so you really have no inkling of really how much damage you should do, because I was firing at a lot of light tanks, and you don't run into a bunch of Leopard PTAs and T49s to shoot at very much. But as you can see, it had a lot of trouble penning the lower plate of the VKBs. So don't shoot at them, just try and get their sides or get behind them. I didn't really have that option because there was too many tanks behind him. But in general, I thought the tank was not too bad. It kind of just felt like a T54 at tier 8. So I will probably end up liking this. The German one felt pretty good too. I had a game on Karelia, I think, with that one, and it ended up turning out... No, it wasn't Karelia, it was another map. But it ended up turning out okay. But I like this one. I like the Bulldog. And yeah, for the most part, the gun's okay. It's just a smaller, faster, more lightweight version, kind of with like a T34-2 kind of style turret. It's maybe got a little less armor than that turret. The T34-2 has 180 for a tier 8 medium. This has 160, but it might be armored up with the better armor and more of the frontal areas of the tank. It might just be better because it's Soviet and not Chinese. You never know with wargaming what they've buffed and what a secret magic that has been Stalinized into the tanks. So, gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.